Yo, soft words and harsh truths. You got issues, I got issues, we all do. So free yourself, a safe space for your concerns. We got things to learn, habits to unlearn. Always deconstructing and reconstructing. Can you see the beauty that's in destruction? If there's an end, a new beginning's coming. Nothing comes easy, does it? You gotta really want it. Soft words and harsh truths. You got issues, I got issues, we all do.
Hello and welcome to Healing Out Loud, Unhinged While Anchored. I am your host, Goddess, and I am with Big Smash, the host of Bet the House podcast. Hello, Big Smash.
See, nah, you ain't do it right.
I didn't do it right?
You ain't do it right.
What did I do? What did I not do?
I'm not Big Smash.
Are you just Smash?
They gotta put Mr. 300 in front of that.
Mr. 300. Isn't
Mr.
that
300.
Bernie? Isn't that Bernie Mac though?
No. See, I'm in this podcast game. They gotta put 300 in front of that now.
Oh,
we 300 in right now.
Oh,
so yeah.
So you're Mr. 300 because you have 300 episodes. He is celebrating his 300th episode this Friday live.
Yeah.
So subscribe to him. But I actually, it's funny because our circle of cohorts feel that you and I should talk. But then I was watching some of your stuff last night. So I'm going to do this a little bit different with you because you present two different personalities.
Do I?
You do. You have
or maybe it's just the same person and it takes different people to bring it out.
No, they're definitely two different voices, sir. Two different voices. You have the voice that you are alone. And you're sharing your truths, and in those messages, I can hear your pain, I can hear your struggle, I can hear everything you've been through. So your words land. So in that arena, our friends would be disappointed because the majority of the time I do agree with you. However, when you present with Raw, that's a whole different voice.
Raw is a bad influence.
He is a very bad influence.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
I don't be like that till I get around Raw.
See, I've heard a few stories in the streets that would beg to differ that, sir. So I'm just gonna, this is not an interrogation. It's not. It's just two friends sitting down having a conversation.
You really don't know who you got on your show. I ain't never met a question I ain't like. So
no, I'm just saying. I gotta warm up to you first. I can't just come straight at you.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
But I definitely I can see where we will have some differing of opinions. Now, I made a video where I was like feeling cute. Might go propose to a man later. And that was with regards to conversation you had on
I know
the Smash and Raw show or the Ron's. I don't know which order it is.
It's definitely Smash and Raw, but it's a play on the name Smash and Raw. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's where y'all would say pause, right? Because that's a little weird. But
it's okay. It's okay to smash Raw.
But together? Anyway,
not together.
I digress. Right. You do present.
I still feel the same way.
So I kind of agree with you. I am a traditionalist in many ways. I do like that aspect of it. But we have to evolve. And by holding ourselves stagnant, we are possibly missing out on quite a bit of stuff. And maybe that proposal was something that you needed to jumpstart another avenue. We're just going to put you into it because you're the one with the issue. So let's just say, okay, not to say that you would accept the proposal.
I get it. I get it.
So the woman proposes to you and you're like, son of a bitch, no, this ain't going down like this, but it wakes you up. So maybe that proposal served a purpose. Why be so immediate to throw it away?
No, it didn't. You know what? It served a purpose, okay. And the purpose is that this is not for me.
Right. But
I feel like this. And you know, I said this before. I just feel like there are certain things that as a man, you should not indulge in or let your woman indulge in. Certain things, like if you with her, you don't let her pump her own gas. You know, you don't have her walk on the outside of the street. You definitely don't feel like you have to sit here and, you know, do your job. Let her do your job in taking out garbage and fixing things around the house, stuff like that. But I think I draw the line at proposing. I feel like and
I'm on board with you. Because I do have that traditionalist piece to me. And what I was trying to get you to see is, okay, so she isn't for you. So she's proposed to you and you've determined that this probably is not where you want to be.
Because I feel like she looking at me like I'm the bitch of the relationship.
Right.
And excuse my words, but
no, that's okay. You feel emasculated and I get it. And I
feel like and not saying that she's the bitch, anything like that. Right. I'm saying it as that's not how it was intended to go.
How it was intended. Please, sir, enlighten me. How was it intended? Because man is the one who put the standard in place. So please enlighten me.
But what I'm saying and see, I feel like and I told my homies this. I feel like next, you know, if you let a woman propose to you, next she gonna have you run around cleaning her panties and, you know, washing dishes and running, you know, around rugged. Like, I feel like you as a man, how can you even feel like a man? Like, you going out, you telling people, oh, so how did y'all get married? Well, yeah, you know, she proposed to me. Now, either you could take that two ways. You could feel like King Tut, head of the house, she proposed to me, which a lot of dudes that I've been around probably would feel like. Or you can probably feel like, man, come to think about it, now that I think about this shit, I don't even feel like a dude right now, bro. I feel like.
So I'll give you, you know what? I'll give you 100. Jim Jones and Chrissy. She proposed to him way public. Jim Jones, right? That's his name. I know his last name.
Here's the thing about Jim Jones,
but I kind
of put this on more of her than I do of him. And I'll tell you why. 16 years, dog. If you have constantly pressed this man into marrying you and he hasn't even made the effort after 16 years and you're still staying, kind of falls on her. Because if you realize that after 16,
doesn't work that way. Love
you don't look
at
why hold on to a man for 16 years knowing his end game is not marriage?
Because like, sometimes you have to make a compromise, because love, sometimes you have to do
not for no 16 years.
You can't speak on that because you don't know what she feels. That's love right there. So you know what? Sometimes we do compromise ourselves. You can't take that away from her.
No, I'm thinking about
you yourself. Big Smash would take issue with it because you would feel that you've wasted your time. However, she's made it very clear that she feels that there's some conflict there, but she loves him.
Listen. That doesn't scream love to me. That screams, why am I gonna buy the cow when I can get the milk for free? That's what that means to me. Because Jim Jones is obviously comfortable.
True.
16 years, he get whatever he want. He get all the wifely duties without actually wifing. Like that
100. I
screams,
agree.
yeah, that screams. I ain't gotta pay for the cow because the milk is coming and it's gonna keep coming. And
I disagree. I disagree. I disagree.
Why?
I disagree because we don't really truly know the dynamic of it. And honestly, Black men do not have the room to be emotive. And unfortunately, especially in that area, there's always that fear of being taken out. There's so many other variables that play into it that you can't, there could be his own reasoning. He lives in a lifestyle. If he marries her, she, they're tied together, but once they put that contract in place, that changes his whole vernacular. So he could be doing it to save her, but we don't know that.
Nah, you know what? And I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but I don't care really. Men waste a lot of women's time because they're allowed to.
We waste your time too.
No, because listen, if I feel I'm getting my time wasted, I'm gonna go ahead on and bounce. I'm not one to stand around. I really don't care how good the sex is. I really don't care how pretty you are. I really don't care how good you are towards me. If I feel like you wasting my time and we are not moving towards something that's long-term, longevity, whatever you want to call it, then I'm gonna get around. I feel like I always I tell people all the time. I was telling people this when I was 16, 17 on up. I'm nobody's option. I'm not waiting around for you to sort out, hot potato. I want this dude, this dude, this dude. I'm not doing that. But on the flip note, I used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do it to you, but you couldn't do it to me. This is when I realized that men waste a lot of women's time because I used to be that dude. Like,
so when you recognized your own hypocrisy, what did you do to correct it?
Well, I mean,
now you can't say what hypocrisy.
I did what I was allowed to do.
You yourself just said that you take issue with it unless you were the person doing it.
Yeah,
so
because I felt like I did what I was allowed to do. Whatever you allowed me to do, I did it. But then I would go around and blame you for it because you allowed me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And
so that's narcissistic behavior.
I guess you could say that in a sense.
But would you classify yourself as a narcissist? I wouldn't. But would you?
I feel like we both played our role. You know what I'm saying? You allowed me to be the way that I am, and I kept being the way that I am because I was allowed to. So we both had a role in this.
Hold on. So you're going to bring out the nigga in me. Hold the fuck on, okay? Hold the fuck back. Because had she had come to you and put you in your place, you would have been like, nah, bitch, you can't do that because I'm the man.
No, listen.
That it falls into the same category as the proposal.
Hold on, because
you just said
I ended up
let you do that. So she had not let you do that, you would have been like, nah, bitch, you can't tell me what to do.
I ain't got my Uno card with me right now. I normally pull out draw fours when people do this. So here's my draw four. So I ran into a woman who did put her foot down, who did not allow me to just be the way that I was in my past. And you know what happened with that? We got married in less than a year because I knew, like, yo, this woman is not going to play with me. I like that. I need that challenge. Like,
but because respectfully, Smash, had you have not had the person before her, you wouldn't have respected your wife. So I need you to understand that everything has
listen, I was a womanizer. I didn't have no set woman.
You had to be a womanizer.
I was. I admitted that.
Because
I was
if you
definitely a
weren't, you would have
womanizer.
attached to the wrong woman, and you would not have
But
been
you
able
know
to
why?
treat
You
your
know
wife.
why I was a womanizer? Because I was allowed to be. I was in.
It's not an
I was in a
allowance.
situation where this type of behavior was allowed to go on. So
Was it
I
allowed
did.
or was it just dealt? Was it just accepted? Because there's this difference. It's not allowed. So if the female, and I'm coming from a very, very raw place on this because I did it myself. So if a woman truly feels that she is into the man, she is willing to go through just about anything to be with said man. So is she allowing it or is she accepting it because she's seeing
But
something
see,
valuable in you?
I would tell people all the time though. Like, I got 4 baby mamas. Okay. And I would tell them all the time, like, I'm here until I'm not, as far as
I've
being
said
with
that.
them.
I've said
You
that.
know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do for my kids. That's always. But as far as, because think about this, my second to last, my 3rd baby mama, every time I wanted to get away from her, we would end up having another kid. So it was like, this ain't working. I don't want to do this. We're going to do one for the road. And we're going to leave it at that. And every time that occurred, here comes another kid. So now we're stuck in this cycle of, let's try to work this out for the kids.
Hold on. Sorry.
Go
Pause.
ahead.
Because then in that situation, you yourself allowed it to continue. So you're holding them accountable for allowing you to be a hoe, but you're not holding yourself accountable for the fact that you stayed in the situation. Will you wanting to be a hoe?
Listen, those were very, very young times.
I'm just saying.
You know, I was okay. So I was in my mode in them days. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. You're
I ain't gonna lie.
right.
I was in my mode, but again.
But you too
if
were allowing the situation.
Hold on, because if you are a he know where home at ass woman,
maybe she didn't want you at home, nigga.
No. She wanted me home. You know how the saying goes, he know where home is. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I had those were my kind of women. Like, they didn't call, they didn't blow my phone up, they didn't want too much of nothing. They let me do.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is you intentionally picked women that you would not attach to.
Facts.
Because you knew you had an expectation. So you went through all of these, but you took something from each of these relationships. There's something from each of those relationships that you held on to as a barrier, and then your wife exceeded it.
I gave them children, so we took from each other.
But I'm speaking not in the general sense of the kids.
We
always use them as an excuse.
No excuses. Because I feel like this though. I feel like this. We're living in a world we're only allowed to do what we're allowed to do.
You keep saying allowed.
Like, you know, if you allowed me to go out here and roam the streets and still come home to you, then that's a choice that you made and that I made. Now,
big cat, because you're a grown ass motherfucking man. I cannot tell you what to do. I can tell you that I take issue with you going out. I can tell you that
what happens if they don't tell me that though?
But I'm just saying, you're holding me.
What happens if you're dropping me off? What happens if you're dropping me off in this this situation? You're dropping me off to the club. You're dropping me off to another chick's house. What happens if is this not a choice that you're making to partake in, or got to be a choice, right? Because
that is a choice in those situations. However, when it comes to connection, that's not a choice. So if I'm
But
connected
see,
to somebody, and I'm going to speak my very big truth, because
you
if I'm
should.
connected to you, I'm going to make these allowances. So my connection to you is not to your physical self.
But what
So
happens if
me,
you what
me,
happens
me
if you're
got it.
speaking you're speaking your mind, but you're still deciding to stay?
You're right. And I'm going to get there if you shut up.
I got you.
But the connection is blind. Love isn't. So if I'm connected to somebody, their physical self, they can step out, but they have not cheated on me. Now I'm speaking for me, goddess, not to
Mm,
any other woman, to any other situation. My own personal mindset, the man cannot cheat on me because we are not connected in a physical sense. We
mm,
are in a relationship earthbound, but our connection exceeds that. So I personally would not really take an issue with that, because that is a primal man need. And sometimes I may not want to, or and and it might be that it's just a temporary mind fuck that they just need to step out. And I'm not a condoning. I don't share.
mm,
I'm just saying it's situational. And sometimes it has nothing to do with the relationship. It's that the man is suffering and going through his own trauma. So instead of taking that personal, I need to step back and say, hey, babe, what's going on?
mm.
Because men don't know how to communicate their feelings. And sometimes when they step out, it's because they're scared. They've got some kind of issue going on, and they don't feel comfortable enough to communicate that to their spouse because of pride. So it's easier to step out and sleep with somebody, because if she gets mad about this, then when I share this other news, it's not as bad.
Now, you know what? I actually agree with you on that. But what if, what if that person goes out and does his dirt as a way to balance what he has at home?
Then
What if
that's a
that's a balance?
conversation. Then that's
Okay,
a
so
conversation that they
I
would have.
say that to say eventually men get tired of cheating.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm an example of that. Eventually, I got tired of having someone else's woman because in my mind, I love being a side dude. That was one of my things. And then it got to the point of I don't want to keep having these dudes women. I want something of my own. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get out here and mess with somebody else's woman and then go ahead on about my business and not have to worry about uh the blowing up the phones, the showing up at the houses, things like that. It was easy for me to do that, not worrying about having somebody to answer to. But then you start realizing, damn, you want your own comfort. You want somebody that you can come home to that belongs to you. You don't want to have to wait on somebody else's schedule. Oh, I got to wait until he goes to sleep or he goes to work and then I can come over. Like, you want something that's available for you. And to me, that was my reforming moment. Like, all right, I'm done with this. I had enough fun over here. This was cool. But now it's like, all right, I want that feeling. I want what I want that's for me. So I think once I started applying myself to stuff, because I never really applied myself to relationships. I felt like I felt like what Jim Jones is. I felt like, man, the cow is cool. I don't gotta take that home with me. I don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna just enjoy the ride and you know what I'm saying, live it up right now. And I tell you, it bites you because again, when you gotta answer to these consequences. And if I'm all right, we gonna smash one more time before I get up out of here. And then now, boom, here's another baby. Let's work it out for the kids, which never works, by the way.
Ever.
ladies and gentlemen. Staying for the kids, even when you know this shit ain't working, bad idea. All right, if you gotta stay on the count of the kids, y'all ain't gonna last. I'm just telling you off my experiences. So I think it was more of I want to be reformed, I want to be changed. I'm willing to put the work in.
So I'm gonna push back on you right now because I take issue with you now because the smash that's on the show with Raw, the smash that sits with those other gentlemen, that's not who you are.
Yes, it is.
That's a persona. That's not who
no, it
you
isn't. That's me. But again,
the core of you is sitting on that couch right now.
Think about it like this. When you go to work, right? You got to be professional.
It's a character.
No, when you go to work,
it's a character.
9 to 5. When you work at, say you work a 9 to 5, you got to be professional. You got to be warming and welcome. You got to have great customer service. If you work in like retail or something, you got to have great customer service.
So you're saying that for me, you get to be a gentleman, but you have to be
no.
Sit on other couches.
I feel like this. I'm always gonna be me, but I am a man who laughs. I joke. I have fun. I speak my mind. I have to. So
I get that, but I'm just telling you, you speak through two different dialects. You are bilingual, and it's very subtle. And I'm going to guarantee you that none of your people in your circle hear it. They all hear you're a smart ass misogynist, and that's the vibe. And that's the vibe that you give. But that's not who you are.
Listen. First impressions are everything, right?
No, so they're not.
I'm one of them. You know, I gotta read the room. I gotta read the room. I ain't finna just walk in and give. I gotta read the room. I'm still gonna be me. I told you. You ask me a question, you gonna get a real 100% answer from me. But I don't want to be amped up 24/7. See, conversations like this, I'm actually pretty good at these type of conversations. But based on, because even on my show, you will get some of these episodes like this. It's really just me. When I do episodes like this, it's just me. But when I get on shows with Raw and Dramo and everybody else, it's like, all right, now I gotta show up and show out real quick, just because. Okay, so, and a lot of people will say this. On Bet the House, they get calm Smash. When Smash comes on our shit, oh, he got a wild. That's a formula that I implemented a very long time ago. Like, you invited me here to show out. I'm not gonna be reserved. Like, you invited me here to show out, so I'm going to show out, and that's what it is. So,
I'm actually excited, and I will cut you off all the time because I'm rude like that. But just kidding.
I love rudeness.
But I don't want the traditional podcast. I want to have real conversations, where I have a knack, and I can do it instinctively without thought to get people to talk, because that's why we're here. It's the healing piece of it, and conversation, and it's not always the person sitting on your side.
So you think I need some healing?
You did some healing with me already.
When?
With me already? Healing? This is healing.
Oh, see, I was already healed before I came here, though.
There is no such thing as healed.
Why not?
Because then that would mean that you've reached the end of your life. There's nothing else that you can learn. A healed
That's
person,
not true.
That is very true.
If I shot you in your arm, you wouldn't heal from that?
That's a totally different healing. Don't simplify it. I don't live in those clouds. No, don't take me there. Fuck that. No, don't insult me. Don't.
I'm not trying. I'm just
Insult the heel.
I'm just
Heel.
asking the
Not,
question. Like,
I didn't shoot you before you came on. What the fuck? No, I said, but in its truthfulness, the fact that you were able to share, that you recognize that you wanted something more complete
did.
with your wife, that in itself, you might have already healed from that lesson, but there's somebody who hasn't that needed
And
to
I want people to listen to me and learn something from me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then say
you know,
something smart.
be yourself.
Always be yourself.
Okay. Don't
be
worry
yourself.
about, listen, them TV marriages and reality shows don't really be real. Okay. And don't let millionaires tell you how to live your life. Jay-Z and Beyonce, for example. Y'all, everybody swears Jay-Z and Beyonce is goals, but he cheated, she cheated, and they made a whole album about it and sold millions of copies.
I'm telling you, but you know what though? That's actually smart marketing. And
yeah, but
it's sex sells, you know, and they are dominating their industry. And no shade, but they're kind of losing their celebrity a little. They are used to no's, you know, and so they keep trying to reestablish themselves.
And that's why they did that. They you know, honestly, because I feel like if you was never gonna leave, then we don't care. Honestly.
They make too much together.
Yeah, like,
but I mean, I get it though. I felt the same way with Uncle Dolomite, and you know,
my guy,
interacting with him, I was like, people are gonna put us together in a relationship, you know, instinctively because of the way we interact with each other. I said, but we know, you know, that
Dolly is a tough cookie to crack, man. Like, you never know.
No, he is not.
Yeah, he is. You never know when he's serious or when he joking. He'll tell you up and down he's not a comedian, but dude funny as hell when he wanna be, man. That's my guy. Sometimes I get on his nerves sometimes.
And you get on everybody's nerves. That's what I hear in the street.
I mean, you know, the streets be lying because, you know, listen. You know why I get on everybody's nerves? Because I speak my mind.
No, because
they don't like that.
No, you don't. It's not even a matter of speaking your mind. You are a button pusher. You sit.
I can see that.
You sit and you observe. And I've watched you observing these people because when you do push a button, it's specific to the person that you're pushing.
But I'm pushing to motivate, though.
Is that motivation?
If I'm pushing your buttons, it's to push you to be better than what you are.
But is that your standard of better? What if they're the best version of them in their timeline and not yours? Why are they trying to live for you, Smash? Why are you trying to get them to live for you?
No, I'm getting them to live for themselves.
No, you're not. You're being mean. You're a big old bully trying to get them
bully
to be
me.
They're trying to be you.
I am not no bully. Okay, I don't listen. I am not no bully. I'm a nice guy. To all your listeners that's gonna listen to this, I don't bully nobody. I don't believe in that. I believe. Listen,
in miracles.
These podcast streets are contact sports sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta swim with the sharks or be swimming with the fish. I'm a shark. I ain't swimming with no fish. I want to eat fish. I don't want to swim with fish.
I'm Dory. I swim with sharks.
Exactly. So it's like, it ain't too many of us out here that do what we do. The Dolies, the Smashes, the Raws, the Frocasts, everybody. It ain't too many of us out here like that. When I first started podcasting, it was a lot of us. It was a lot of us when I first started. Now I can count on both hands how many of us really, really take this shit serious. So hell yeah, I'm gonna push buttons because that's what I do. But I push buttons out of love. I push buttons out of respect for this game that everybody just, you know what I'm saying? We had too many pandemic podcasters, you know? So, yeah, I'm going to push your buttons because I want you to be for real about this sport that we're in because this podcasting is a sport. You know, it's either kill or be killed.
So, okay, I'm in my rookie season. Give me some stats.
You're a rookie?
I'm a rookie.
I don't know about that because everybody kept saying, "Oh, you got to go get with her. That conversation to be dope." And I'm just like, listen, listen. I'm not a podcast thought anymore. I don't just jump on people's shit anymore just to jump on people's shit. But when people come around and say, "Hey, you got to check this out and you got to go do this," I'm like, all right, man, well, I'm going to reach out. But y'all just got to let people know what they walking into when they walking into with the Lions Den with Big Smash.
Oh, I think that you different. Need to be careful about the goddess seat, my guy. Oh. My guy. You know, because I am the queen of love. Love is magic. And I am love.
I dig it.
So by definition, I am magic. Want to see a trick?
But I don't get healed unless I feel like being healed.
You know what? You don't. That's the funny thing about
I like being unhinged.
That you have a choice. Healing is not a choice.
Yes, it is.
It is a progressive happening.
I can choose not to take this medicine.
Oh my God.
No matter how many times you move the airplane and here comes the choo-choo and I could choose not to take the medicine.
You keep simplifying this. I'm gonna reach through this motherfucking screen. That's what's gonna happen here.
Here comes the airplane. Now, see, you know,
Willy Wonka. We are talking real life shit here. What the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, but I get it though. I get it. I did. You know what? I dig the concept of your show, and you are really going to heal a lot of people. I don't know, you know, about me yet. I'll probably know by the end of this episode, but you're gonna heal some souls. You're gonna save some souls out here with this because your heart, like you said, you're full of love. See me, I'm a button pusher. I love pushing buttons. But I guarantee you when I push your buttons, you're gonna come out on the better end of it though.
And I'm the person that teaches them how to remove the button.
Nah, why reboot it?
They don't have to have the button at all.
Why?
Because why do they need to be triggered? You are I'm gonna speak my truth right now, okay? Because that's where we're in goddesses area. Smash, you are not important enough for me to change because you pushed a button. You know,
but how do you know that if you haven't talked to me though?
Because I know me. So now I'm saying that, and when I'm speaking on your importance, I'm speaking in the sense of you saying that you're doing things in love because you see that somebody might be stepping off the path, and I am 100% there with you on that.
I want all my brothers and sisters to flourish out here.
Right.
So if I have to get up under your skin in order for you to be better, then I'm gonna do that.
But
in a way, I'm a healer.
For somebody like Raw, absolutely. You would not be beneficial to Dramo. You wouldn't be beneficial to Savagely Humbly. You would not be beneficial to that because you don't possess the ability to speak with the vulnerability that they would need.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
But isn't that what we're doing right here, though?
You're not trying to heal me, though.
But I'm saying I could if I was, though.
No, you could never. I'm a complicated being. So
that's okay.
And so
me too.
You could help navigate and open some windows, but as far as you being able to follow me down the trail to the actual completion of healing, you would never be able to get there because I'm positive because I live in space. I live in space. I live in fairy tales. I believe in love. I
feel
am
like
a
if we did this,
sucker.
for like 7 days straight, you'd be healed. On the road to healing.
I would be in prison, which I guess could be a form of healing.
Listen, look, I think healing is good, man. You know, everybody goes through things that they necessarily don't feel comfortable talking to their guys about. Like, I would never have this conversation with Raw. You would never
Right.
hear that on Smash and Raw ever.
He would never let you live it down. I really, my introduction to you was through your pronunciation of the word daddy. And I personally don't have any issue with how you say it, but obviously DC does. So, you know,
I'm from the Midwest. That's how we talk.
That's why I was like, it's Southern. I heard you say it. I was like,
yeah,
what's wrong with that? He was making it sound like you have this 16 A's in the middle of the word. And
I just know how to turn the switch on and who I'm conversating with.
I know.
The room is different. You know what I'm saying? If you had came in here on the fuck shit that Raw does, then we'll be having a totally different conversation. But since you come with your healing and your all of that, you get a different, I'm still me. But I just, you know, control it a little bit for the time being. Like, you'll get a piece of bullshit out of me, you know, just a little piece. But again, it comes from a good place, you know.
You are the soothsayer of the podcasters, is what you're saying.
Man, no. I'm just a guy. You know, I'm not a podcast. I'm just a guy that pods very well. You know, because all podcasting is just talking, and nobody can out talk me. I refuse to let it happen. You know, I refuse to let it happen.
This is our first conversation. And because I do have such an expansive way of perceiving things, I probably could confuse the shit out of you. And you know what? Dramo has manifested us having a show together. So when that happens, we're going to see. Because I know what I speak is true. You want to know why? Because I'm a witch.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I got garlic, though.
I didn't say I was a vampire, motherfucker. I eat garlic.
You know, I got a little wooden stake.
Again, I don't like A1 sauce, so we don't need any steaks. But anyway,
I said a wooden steak.
And you want to talk about healing as if it's a wound. So I can talk about a wooden steak and A1 sauce. If you have
and I'm
liberty,
fire.
and
you know, witches are scared of fire. So
not me. I sleep with a demon.
You sleep with a demon.
Well, he's not a demon.
It's not nice to call your guy a demon. That's rude.
And not if he's got a demon dick. Isn't there a saying right now, I'm on demon time? So if we're sleeping together, I literally am on demon's time. So, yeah.
Demon dick is a killer. I should know all about it, you know, which is why, you know, I had to go ahead on and retire from being a freelance dick slanger. I wanted something more. I had to retire from that life. I had to get on out of that life and become a family man. So it's a work in progress.
God. So you had to become like the Peter Griffin of reality, is what you're saying.
No, I felt, because honestly, you know, listen, I worked for myself. I was loyal. I wasn't loyal. Look, this dick was not loyal to any female. If you wanted me to fuck, we was gonna fuck. And whether I had a girlfriend or not, whether I was in a relationship or not, I would be, if back in those days, if I was meeting somebody at the altar, I was fucking somebody soon after type shit.
I have a story. There's this guy, you know, he's passed now, rest in peace. he found me on Facebook and he was like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Do you remember me? We were together the night that Tupac died." And I was like, "Sure." No, I don't. But I was just, I don't know why I brought him up. He was relevant. I squirrel so bad sometimes, but it's funny because he remembered me because of who I am. So he came and found me.
Or maybe you had demon vagina.
It's goddess vagina.
No,
right.
demon. If he remembered and it was 1996.
Look, I said I'm love, nigga. I'm love. Once you've had a taste of me, I'm a drug. Okay.
I don't think.
Drug.
Listen.
Drug.
I don't remember. Listen.
I literally am friends with all but one of my exes, and the only reason I don't like him is because him and I share a child. And
okay, so I got a question. You come home and all your exes is in the room.
That's happened.
Huh?
That's happened.
What is you doing?
What am I doing?
My
ex-husband was here, my ex-boyfriend was here, and my boyfriend was here, and I didn't care. I said, I stood outside. I said,
so you was in a poly relationship. You was in a poly relationship without being in a poly relationship.
First off, nigga, ew. And no, I stood outside and I said, anybody else that slept with Talitha want to come? Because this was freaking hilarious to me.
Okay, so again, you was in a poly relationship.
Ew.
Without being in a poly relationship.
No. It was a one time they showed up at the same time. Not ew.
So you was finna get some dick from all three of them. They just showed up at the same time. What was it, a race to get there first?
Yes, the race to Witch Mountain. You're such a weirdo.
You the one said they showed up.
Showed up. I didn't say they showed up to fuck me. You're the one who made that jump. I just said they showed up.
Look, we asking questions here. We need context clues here.
We're going to have to add more context to our conversation then, because we obviously are hitting the mark. Because there ain't no way in God's heaven and green earth that I'm going to let any of those touch me again. And I would never, okay, yeah, I'm not a train. No, I don't do that. That's disgusting. Okay,
it's
next.
Not really a train if one coming in at a time.
I said, I'm not a train. I'm not giving rides. I'm not a train. I would be taking them to their location.
Then you love them at one point. How can you deny them?
Nope. I did not love my ex-husband at any point in time.
But you married him though. That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. You're absolutely right. But I am also a person who does not like to lie. And he asked me to marry him in front of my father. And then I felt bad because I didn't want to say no in front of my dad, because then I would be mean. And I don't like being mean.
But you still went through with it though.
Because my guilt is a son of a bitch.
Or could you say that you was just using him?
I could.
So why would you use him like that? What's going on, goddess?
I was homeless. He was my first bit of stability.
Okay.
But nope. Actually, I'm going to take it one step further. I won't give too much because I did talk about it with Eric. I was in a form of Stockholm syndrome with him too.
Who is Eric?
Eric G from Random Thoughts with Eric.
Oh, okay. So in other words, you was a hobosexual.
A hobosexual. Yeah.
Hey, we've all been there. Okay. I've taken in plenty of hobosexuals in my life.
However, at the time that I met my ex-husband, I was living in an apartment and he had taken my rent money and gambled it away. And so when he came back, there was a physical altercation and I got stuck on stupid for 9 years.
You out here beating on niggas?
I was the receiver, you weirdo. But
I'm saying he came home with the money, and the way you worded
no.
like
He took my money to the
right,
and lost
I'm thinking you beat his ass for taking your money and losing your money. Okay.
No, I'm not a violent person. So I'm violent with my words, but I'm not a physical person. But yeah, so after that interaction, I did get stuck on stupid for 9 years, but I don't regret it. I don't. I have my daughter is amazing.
Facts. Shout out to the
So
kids.
so
Okay.
I went through everything I went through for a reason, and I recognized that. And as soon as I was able to stand on my own 2 feet, I never
Mhm.
looked back, you know. And so everything serves purpose, and
Facts.
even him. And I just I don't mess with him now. I don't talk to him. I've had deathbed confessions from him of his love for me. I don't want none of it. I don't want anything to do with him. Out Once he told me after our daughter turned 18 not to message him anymore, I said, say less. I blocked him on my phone because I got the cool iPhone now and I can. So I did.
I'm glad I didn't leave my kids out in the cold. Shout out to all my kids. I'm glad y'all made it. And to the kids that didn't make it, I apologize. And I'm gonna pour something out for y'all later on.
I can't fucking stand
I'm
you.
gonna pour something out for y'all, man, because you know, um,
You are an idiot. Oh my God, I cannot deal with you.
I'm just saying, like, I think about the babies that didn't make it. Like, not
The ones in
not
the condom or
yeah,
the
yeah,
oh,
the ones
I
in the
just want to make
con.
sure. The ones in
Yeah. I think about them. Even though I rarely wore condoms because I was in long-term relationships, but the ones that I was cheating and doing my damsel, sometimes I'll lay back in the cut and be like, damn, I wonder why it was a cold world for them, man.
I'm gonna have to drop this episode early, right? Because everybody is like chomping at the bit to see how we are together.
You know what? Confession. When I throw the condoms in the toilet, I used to sing "See You at the Crossroads."
Oh
Am I
my
wrong for that?
Negro. About this episode.
I'm just saying, like, I didn't want them to be lonely, and I see them when I get there on some Coolio shit. It'd be like that. I see you when I get there, if I ever get there. Type shit. But you know how it go, man. Come on now.
Do I? I've never dropped my kids off at the pool like that.
You left them off at the I ain't say I dropped them off. I'm gonna pick them up eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Like what's that movie with the Wayans brothers? He's here to pick up his son and he picks him up.
Yeah. Like I think with me, man, I'm just a guy that after a while, like, I don't in those days I felt like cool. If we smashed, that's mine. I'ma still do me, but that's mine type shit. So you ever had a situation where you just felt like, yeah, I could see myself being here, and then when you're done, you're like, yeah, that moment passed. Post-nut clarity is a real thing. Shout out to the ones that, post-nut clarity. Hey, we love you.
Out to post nuts. I just can't. I can't do it. It's just
looking at you in your eyes, telling you I love
make
you.
sure you get up and clean the post.
I want to be with you forever. You my baby, you my sunshine. And then when we're done, it's like, I ain't mean none of that shit. Block list you go. I'm lying. Like, and it's plenty of dudes out here that'll be like, I ain't got a lie to get no pussy. You a goddamn lie, nigga. All them lies you have told.
Oh my
in
God.
the middle. I have sold some of the biggest dreams. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get your hand nails done. Hell yeah. As soon as we done. Goddamn lie. Oh well. At least you can.
I am very blessed. I'm very blessed. My daughter's father, he is a supporter and he helped finance my set and stuff. And we're not together. Don't be jealous.
You need to just give him some vagina just because.
No.
Because he's such a good father and he
He's
holds it down just because.
We don't do that. He comes over. He was coming over and staying the night for a while. But it's just he's got cancer. So
you ain't never gave him no just because vagina?
No.
Father's Day coming up. That's the perfect gift.
That I am not a fucking gift.
I didn't say you.
My pussy is not a fucking gift. You gonna wrap this bitch and put it on a motherfucking shelf?
Yes, you can. With a bow tie.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I am a whole motherfucking person. You better take this whole fucking package, not the goddamn pussy. The fuck? But him and I are just friends. I am in a whole other.
No. Listen, if we got kids together and we left on good terms, we ain't friends. God damn it. I deserve if we left on good terms, I deserve some just because vagina. Just because we left on good terms. God damn it.
You absolutely deserve that from some other fucking female, not from me.
We got a kid together. We locked in.
What the fuck?
Life.
That don't give you no fucking rights. That don't give you free backstage pass for the rest of your fucking life. No, the fuck
and when the new nigga act up, you know, you can call me and I'll be the one to come, you know, give you a shoulder to crown, you know, and you know.
We ain't doing dusty dick. I'm sorry.
A penis to ride on.
No,
it ain't dusty if it got a condom on.
You don't wear condoms.
I'm just saying. See, y'all different, you know. This generation is different. You know, nowadays
I'm older than you.
In the old days, a nigga could call his baby mama up and you know, baby mama, I need some pussy. Think about Jody. Okay.
And what did Jody get in the end?
Jody called her up and said he walked in the crib, walked in the shower. I'm hungry. Fix a nigga something to eat. And what she do? She fixed the nigga something to eat.
You know who would make you a sandwich? Dramo. You should ask Dramo to make you a sandwich.
Dramo ain't making me no sandwich, and I don't want. Listen. Me and Dramo my people, but Dramo crazy. I ain't got time for it. You know, I ain't got time for it. Dramo is one of them, and she one of them, and I fuck with Dramo. Shout out to Dramo. But you know what I'm saying? Get in there and make that man a sandwich.
Make him a sandwich.
If that man say get up at 3 a.m. and make me a sandwich, get your ass up at 3 a.m. and make him a sandwich.
If he says get up and make me a sandwich, I say go fuck yourself.
And then he gonna drop something in your drawers as a thank you afterwards. Boom.
He's gonna drop it in my drawers?
Dick.
I don't want it in my drawers.
Oh my God. He's gonna drop dick in your vagina if that's more clearer for you, ma'am. Is that clearer for you?
So you're saying that my reward for being a good woman is I get dick. Oh yay.
You got it. There you go.
Man, fuck that.
There you go. There you go.
Nah, I'm sorry. But your magic stick ain't that magic, motherfuckers. I am sorry.
I mean, you might get a Target gift card with it too, though. So
a Target gift card.
And I ain't talking about the $25. You know, you good enough for 50.
You can get a bag of coffee. You can go to Starbucks.
You're good enough to go for 50. I ain't gonna do the 25. I do the 50.
Oh, it's because I'm a Gemini, huh?
Facts. Hell no. I hate y'all motherfuckers. The fuck?
The fuck? What are you? What's your sign?
The greatest sign in the world, man. We esteem the shit out y'all ass playing with us.
A Gemini? Because, you know, that's the best sign.
Scorpio.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck all of this. We cannot be friends. I can't fuck with the Scorpio. Fuck all of that. My ex-husband is a Scorpio. My daughter's a Scorpio.
I like them already.
She's the only one that
gang shit. Okay, gang, all the way.
Mina. But yes, no, I see. That's why people keep trying to put us together. Geminis and Scorpios are natural born enemies.
We the best.
Okay, Khaled.
We the best.
Scorpios. Nah, we have exterminators for those.
I'm unkillable.
Ah,
I eat y'all raid.
so far.
Matter of fact, I spit it back.
However, as I stated before, I'm a whole different breed.
Tomato. It's all the same.
Okay. I approve of your confidence.
All right, but thank y'all for coming to Healing Out Loud with your host, Big Smash, this week. This was an honor, to take the time to.
You're trying to end my show.
Allow Goddess Unhinged. While I had to let her. Glad you could grace us with your presence on your show.
Thank you.
This has been fun. So let everybody know where they can find you at. What you got going on?
Sir, this is my show, so I'm gonna need you to sit the fuck down. Okay. All right. So here's the part. We are coming close to the end, and I definitely see more shows with you. I enjoy you. Sometimes. But anyway, it's time for the Goddess Seat. And on the Goddess Seat is where I show you some love. And this one's going to be hard. Going to be honest. Just kidding. I just want you to know that I see that you actually are being a very integral part into all of these podcasters. You are selective with who you interact with, and I do appreciate you coming to check me out. But I do relate to you a lot more than people thought I was going to. You're also very emotionally secure.
Thanks.
Do I think you have a lot of growth to do? Absolutely.
No.
But I do appreciate
what
you.
growth I got to do? Hold on.
See, growth? That's a whole other show, sir. You said that I can't heal you. I can't do that today.
That's okay.
I can't do it today.
Because you're gonna come on to my show, and it's gonna be a whole different ball game.
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah,
I'm gonna have you crying home and wondering you're gonna need to lay on somebody's couch after coming to my show.
You know what? I actually had a flash, and I have kind of those because anticipating us being on the show together, that we're gonna have a dynamic, and it's gonna be like, can Smash get Goddess to cry? That's gonna be a goal. Not that you're making me cry bad, like you're hurting my feelings, but because I'm so easily emotive that I can get riled up really easy, and then I cry. So there's a goal for you there, Smash. But anyway, back to the Goddess Seat. Let me do my damn show, nigga. Anyways, I appreciate what you're doing. I know that you took a little bit of a hiatus as far as, getting your mind right. And you are celebrating your 300th episode this Friday. Everybody go subscribe. He is trying to get to 500 followers. He's currently at 325. So
326.
Oh, my fault. Like that, he had to get that half in there. It's okay. He's like 5'5", but he's 5'5.5". It's okay, peeps. We got you.
I'm trying to get there, man. I don't be really YouTube savvy like that, but I'm getting there though. He
is, and I wish you nothing but continued, upward projections. I'm not going to say success because that can end. Success can end. I'm just going to wish you abundance and happiness because that's going to be an amazing foundation. And so asshole. Now, tell our listeners where they can find you.
I used to say you could find me on top of somebody girl, but now I'm reformed now, so I can't say that anymore. Listen, Bet the House Podcast 2022 on Instagram, Bet the House Podcast on YouTube, always betthehouse.com, betthehousestore.com. If you would like to help finance some of these badass kids I got, you know, Bet the House Podcast on Patreon, you know. I got a 9-piece spicy. So if you want to help, you know, contribute to all they badasses, even though I don't need it, but it is welcome. Okay. You'll find me somewhere. I'll be somewhere in these podcast streets eventually. We do this Friday night. I got some guests lined up. For the 200th episode, I had over 30 mother suckers on my show, and it was chaotic at times, but it was a dope show. So for this 300, it's not gonna be that many guests, you know. We're gonna pull out all the stops. Have some fun. Keep y'all heads up, protect yourselves, wear condoms if you have to, so I don't have to, and live life.
Oh my gosh, this has been a crazy time, and it's fun. So everybody will be getting a glimpse, because Goddess and Smash will have a show together, because we definitely have that kind of vibe, because I'm coming for them, gloves off. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for waking up today. I love you, and be nice. It's easy.
Yeah, yo. Soft words and harsh truths. You got issues, I got issues. We all